Hi everybody, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is a Q&A episode, so let's just get started, shall we? So Luke Zilla, you got some questions for me. Your first one, what dinosaur from Jurassic Park / World is the most terrifying in your opinion? I think it is the Scorpius Rex. Okay, so there's a lot of dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park / World franchise. Let's just call it the Jurassic franchise. And, well, in terms of most terrifying, if you want to count Camp Cretaceous, I mean, that could actually be the case there. I mean, yeah, Scorpius Rex would probably be up there. Um, I probably would say in terms of like saying like the hybrids, I'd probably say yeah, the Scorpius Rex. Um, in terms of an actual dinosaur, I don't know. That's a really good one. I probably would say I probably would say the Raptors because I think the Raptors would actually be a little bit more terrifying. Mainly the Lost World Raptors. The Lost World Raptors kind of give you that like creepy feeling to like if you're in the dark and they're like you have no idea what's coming. Especially that scene where like the InGen workers are going through the grass field and the Raptors are just like snagging them uh, with without even knowing that they were there, that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I'd probably say the Raptors from Lost World are actually more terrifying. And then in terms of the hybrids, it would be the Scorpius Rex. And your next question: who would win, Carnotaurus or Majungasaurus? So these two Abelisaurs, not from the same continents and somewhat lived at the same time, but Carnotaurus was a little bit earlier in time in the Cretaceous. Because I think Carnotaurus was around, say, 85 to 75 million years ago, whereas Majungasaurus was around 70 to 66 million years ago. And so, Majungasaurus is a bit smaller. It can actually get over 20 feet in length and would just weigh at least just around 2,000 pounds. And it's got a more shorter. It's got like that like bulldog like head type of skull, and it's got that horn on top of its head, kind of got that cauliflower texture on the skull. And Carnotaurus from South America is a little bit longer and taller, and has much shorter arms than Majungasaurus. And then you actually have these big old horns over its eyes. And so, in terms of biting power, Majungasaurus would actually have the advantage. In terms of speed, Majungasaurus would have, or was the agility factor, Majungasaurus would actually have a little bit of an advantage. But I have to say size matters in this one, and I would have to go Carnotaurus on that one. And then your next question, uh, who would win, the primeval Deinonychus or Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor? I think it is 50-50, but in real life, Deinonychus will always win. I have not seen the primeval Deinonychus, but I believe it is almost similar to the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park. But the Jurassic Park 3 Raptors, Velociraptors, the skull almost looks very similar to a Velociraptor, but the size, of course, is still Deinonychus. I'll probably still have to go with Deinonychus, in my opinion. Deinonychus is still gonna be a little bit better in that regard. Okay, Alex. Do you think that some of the late Triassic predators had feathers? That's a really good question, Alex. So the late Triassic predators or dinosaurs, did they really have feathers? We don't know yet. We do not know. Um, but the but probably how certain feathers have actually started to appear in the Jurassic have been appearing in the Jurassic. I'd probably say that feathers were around in the Triassic. It's just that we don't know when. We don't know when certain types of feathers did really exist. You know, like did like some certain types of dinosaurs in the Triassic did have feathers? Probably. They probably have more like the quill-like feathers and all that, the very primitive feathers. Or otherwise, maybe there were just like little bits of bumps on the skin uh, that kind of almost look like spikes, but they're not. And so, yeah, I mean that could be. There's a possibility that the late Triassic dinosaurs did have feathers, but we don't know yet. We still don't know. All right, Benjamin, is antentonitr- Antetonitrus is Antetonitrus the oldest of all sauropods? I looked this one up a little bit. I probably would say is that like it is one of them. It did actually. It was around during the Triassic Jurassic border, but in terms of being in a sauropod, um, true sauropods started to appear around the Jurassic period. And so I'd probably say this is kind of like an early form of a sauropod, but probably not a true sauropod. But it is one of them. It is one of them. Is Triceratops the heaviest of all ceratopsians? That's up for debate. Triceratops is also a contender there as well. Torosaurus and Pentaceratops is actually one up there as well. But Triceratops is definitely going to be in the top five. Is Basilosaurus the biggest of all prehistoric whales? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It is one of the longer whales that I know of. Yes, Basilosaurus can get pretty close to 40 feet. But I think the whale that you should actually be looking at in terms of being the biggest, probably one of the biggest prehistoric whales, is Leviathan. Leviathan probably is one of the biggest whales to ever exist. It's a gigantic sperm whale, like sperm whale type of creature, and so yeah, I'd probably say Leviathan would actually be uh, the contender for that one. And who would win, Eutyrannus or Neovenator? Okay, so these two theropods, believe they're both from. I think Neovenator's from Africa, if I remember correctly, because Eutyrannus is from China, from Asia, and I believe these two animals never existed along with each other, and so. But in terms of the sake of this, I would probably say you got Eutyrannus, which is kind of somewhat of a medium-sized tyrannosaur, and then you got Neovenator, a type of somewhat um, carnosaur, but I'd probably say it's actually in that type of family group, but it's almost related to Allosaurus. But um, I'd probably say Eutyrannus in this one because Eutyrannus would actually have a little bit of an advantage because Tyrannosaurs were actually starting to become a lot more advanced than the other big theropods. Because, well, first and foremost, Tyrannosaurs were a lot faster. They were also more agile. They had a bigger brain, and also they had better bite force. I'd probably say Eutyrannus on this one. Eutyrannus would actually win that one. And that's all the questions I got for today. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go on my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dinochrist. Like the page, you actually post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers for private conversations. So please put your questions in the comment section. And also for YouTubers out there, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video, share the channel to anybody that's interested in dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. And also make sure you stomp on that notification bell so that way you can get notified of every single video that comes out weekly. Notified of every video that comes out weekly, and so you can check those videos out. And so feel free to do so. And also, you YouTubers out there, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section because I do read them all. Your questions mean a lot on those Q&A episodes, and you guys give me some pretty good questions in these types of Q&A episodes, and that means a lot. And make sure you keep your questions short to the point. Next week would actually be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about, so stay tuned for that. And also make sure You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. So that's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of people around you. And also, for you younger people out there, make sure you listen to your parents and teachers and your guardians. It's the best motivation you could have a good education. It's very important to have a good education. So with a good education, you get a good job in the future. And that's it for now. And I'll see you guys next week.